What are the 7 essential items that you should have in your estate planning toolkit? Let's dive in and have a look at each one of these 7 items. Hi, Jarrad Brown here, Australian expat financial planner here in Singapore, working with Aussies all over the globe. In this video today, I'd like to share with you the 7 essential items to have in your estate planning toolkit. Number 1, of course, your will. Now, should you have a will in different countries, if you have different assets in those countries, in all likelihood, yes, you should. You do need to make sure that you seek professional financial legal advice. Make sure they carry out your wishes as you expect them to. If they operate under different legal systems, then I would strongly encourage you to have a separate will in both. But of course, speak to your lawyer, speak to your estate planning specialist, and work out exactly what's right for you. Number 2 is an enduring guardianship nomination in Australia. In Australia, we have power of attorney, we have enduring guardianship. The enduring guardian that you nominate is there to make largely health, lifestyle decisions for you. So in the event that you suffer a mental incapacitation and need to be put in a home, for example, your guardian will be able to make those decisions for you to be able to help you carry out those wishes. So make sure you have that nomination in place, even if you're an expat, because chances are, if something happens to us, we're probably going to move back to Australia. Number 3 is your enduring power of attorney in Australia. That is the person you nominate to make financial, business, transactional decisions on your behalf. In addition to that, for Australian expats here in Singapore, we should have a lasting power of attorney. It is effectively the equivalent to the enduring power of attorney in Australia, but it works right here in Singapore. Could your Australian nomination work here in Singapore? Likely, yes, it would allow you to nominate someone to carry out some decisions for you, but it's incredibly limited. So for the sake of saving a few $100s and a bit of time not doing both, it may cause you a lot of pain and your family a lot of headaches down the track. So I would certainly suggest having a look, at the very least, at having both in place. Number 4 is temporary and permanent guardianship for your children. So temporary guardian to look after the kids if the permanent guardians don't live in the same country. They will look after your children while waiting on the permanent guardians to arrive. Naturally, make sure it's someone whose employment would not be impacted in the event you passed away, and make sure it's somebody that the children know, like, and trust. Of course, make sure you tell that person as well. Don't feel like I need to actually express that, but having seen it happen the other way in the past, make sure everybody's aware, everybody is comfortable with the decisions you're making. The 5th item you should have in your estate planning toolkit are your social media login details. Your Facebook page, your LinkedIn, your Twitter, your Instagram, whatever else you use, make sure your family, your executor, somebody you like and trust, can log in and take those pages offline for you. Chances are we've all seen somebody, we're reminded of their birthday, and it's somebody we know passed away years and years ago, and often it's because the family can't log in and take that page offline. So just to give everyone a bit more comfort, a bit more peace of mind, outline those login details within your estate planning documents. The next one, number 6, is to include a letter of instruction and the contact details of who to reach out to, who do you bank with, who's your financial advisor, who's your lawyer, who's your accountant, who should your executor be reaching out to? Because without that information, without the account details, without who you bank with, chances are your executor, your family, is going to need to go to a lawyer. They're going to need to pay them an awful lot of money, which is going to come out of your estate, and they're going to write to every financial institution asking if you had an account with them, and they're going to have to wait for a reply from each. You can imagine how long that takes and how costly that process can be. So save everyone the time and the money and outline exactly who you bank with. who your investments are with, who your insurance is with, who to contact, who is your advisor within those documents. The last one that I'll add to your estate planning toolkit for all of the Aussie expats who are Qantas frequent flyer members, as of recently, your frequent flyer points can be allocated to an eligible family member as well in the event that you pass away. So make sure that instruction is included. Your family, your executor needs to contact the frequent flyer centre within 12 months of your passing and provide those instructions for where you would like those points to be transferred. That is a recent update from Qantas as they attempt to repair, improve, enhance their customer relationships globally and obviously back in Australia. So make sure that one's included as well. Don't let those points go to waste. A lot of people have an awful lot of value sitting there in their Qantas frequent flyer accounts. So there you have it. There are the 7 key items you should have in your estate planning toolkit. Drop me a note with any questions. If you think there's anything else that should be included, leave a note in the comments. Thank you for tuning in and see you next time.